Well, the obvious highlight of the Leafs social calendar each and every season is the annual Dad's Trip. This year, certainly no exception, and always great on a young team to have a few veteran dads still around. And obviously, that includes this guy from West Vancouver, Andy Rielly, and of course, the pride of Minnetonka, Minnesota, being John Gardiner. Does this get special every year? Never get old for you, John?
No, never gets old. We look forward to it. And of course, Jake's not great about prepping us on it. We usually find out about a week before, but nevertheless, we're always ready. And Andy and I text a lot and talk about how much we enjoy it, and it's just how good the Leafs treat us on this trip.
And you've got to be so proud with how well your son is playing. And we've talked about, and Bob as well, 350 games as an NHL defenseman. That's the mark as to where you come around and get a comfort level. I think that certainly describes Jake and where he's at this season.
Yeah, no question. His confidence looks at an all-time high based on what I've seen. And, you know, it's obviously he's got a lot of guys around him that are very, very skilled as well. And teams playing as a five-man unit. You know, there's five guys out there working, and it's really a fun team to watch.
Andy, you grew up a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. I mean, the infamous pictures of you at the draft, and we move beyond that to have your son here at the age of 22. He doesn't turn 23 till next spring, and already in his fourth season. What did yesterday mean to you to see him there playing as well as he has been playing, and being there as a dad to support him?
It was, as always, a wonderful event that the Leafs put on. It's always first class. It was great to have all the families around, and it was, especially at this time of year, we've spent the last week and a half here for the holidays with Morgan at his apartment, and it was a great way to wrap things up. I had a bit of a anxious moment then when he had a breakaway from our own blue line in, but it all worked out well in the end. So it was just a great day.
Hockey is great because of the band of brothers sort of theme and that trend. And you think of this guy, you didn't know him a few years ago. You certainly do now. Your sons obviously became good friends earlier in their pro careers here in Toronto. That's got to be special.
Yeah, it is. It's wonderful. And it's funny how the players, a lot of times, they gravitate towards each other. The same group of dads sort of gravitate to each other. It's kind of fun. So I tell everybody that regularly during every Leafs broadcast, I get 4 or 5 texts from John, and I'm back and forth to him. So yeah, it's great. It's a real opportunity to make some good long-time friends.
Indication point, Doug Orr currently on holidays in Hawaii, father of Colton Orr, still texting all of us and making sure that we all have a good time in this trip. Moving forward with Jake, with his hockey club, what have you liked about him? He said he's changed up the flex in his stick. I'd love to see him shoot the puck more because it's getting to the net awfully quick.
Yeah, he kind of credits that with the flex, which I find is interesting, but it clearly looks like it's harder. He's hit the post there yesterday. He's had a couple shots from the point go in, but yeah, his game has really progressed here this year, and probably a lot of credit to the coaching staff.
He was one of the kids not so long ago. He's a veteran on this club, as you guys are in terms of being dads. Have you seen his role change in terms of a comfort level, being very comfortable in terms of that leadership situation?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it takes a while. He was a little intimidated coming in here as a rookie, and but you know, he's got 9 or 10, I think, that are on this team, and he talks about them, and so yeah, I think he has to. I think all these guys have to step up and help these young guys along.
Final thought from you, the picture, family picture after the game, all of you, Paige on the one side and all the way around. Oh. Have you seen it on Instagram yet?
No, I'm not a big social media guy.
Well, you were all smiling, but that had to be a proud moment.
Oh, it was really fun. Yeah, we got a good photo. You already saw it. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, no, it was really great. We had a wonderful time yesterday. It was great.
Well, final thought from you, Andy, and take us back to the World Championship, you flying on your own overseas to see your son win a World Championship, and just how proud you were last spring. That must have been fantastic.
It was really a nice way to wrap up the season. It was a long season for some of these players, but went over there, and our coach from the Leafs was there. He was scouting for Team Canada, and it was a real great opportunity. And it's just it always surprises me, but delights me at how our Canadian guys all just get together and they throw them together. Even a guy like Brad Marchand turns out to be the most popular guy in the team. So it was really wonderful, and a good way for the boys to wrap up their season.